Hey guys, it's Jennifer Dawn Gabiola, and it's Monday and it's kind of raining here in Houston. But I wanted to check in and say hi. The past week I've been kind of recuperating from our Quiet Voice Big Impact VIP retreat that I did with Denise. It was awesome. I'm going to share another video about that soon, just with my personal reflections. But today I felt inspired to share a little bit about my story. This week we're going to be doing a fun video challenge. Since this month in our Quiet Voice Big Impact Mastermind, the theme is storytelling. So I thought for our group it would be cool if we share a little bit about our stories on video. And I know video can be kind of scary, but I did want to encourage you to try video, because there's something about sharing your energy, because as an introvert your vibe is really everything. So on video people can feel that. People can feel your energy and your spirit, and it helps to build trust, and it helps bring down walls, to be honest, because you can feel someone's vibe, and if you resonate with them, it's just something that goes beyond logic. It's just something that you can feel. So to help kick off our video challenge, I wanted to share my story. I know a lot of people have just joined our group, and so I just wanted to reintroduce myself and share a little bit about my story. So again, I'm Jennifer Dawn Gabiola, and my business is called Dawning Soul. And how I came to this place, I've been in business for 7 years. What I do now is I love helping introverts really own their quiet voice and their fierce power to build brands that make a big impact. But how I got here, though, I don't know how I got here. It's been a very organic process. Let me see, it was over 7 years ago. I was a very successful design director, and I seemingly had it all. I was making a lot of good money. I helped build a multi-million-dollar company from the ground up. Like I said, I thought on the surface it seemed like I had everything, from the good job, the money, everything really. But deep down, if I was honest with myself back then, I was very empty, and I used everything that was outside of me as a way to fill the void. I was a workaholic. I was a perfectionist. I put so much effort into my outside image, making sure everything was on point on the outside, so as to compensate in how I really was feeling on the inside. So I was there for about 12 years, and like I said, all of my self-worth was based on my work and how I looked. And so I really, because I was a workaholic, I ran myself to the ground. I got sick. I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, which is a debilitating autoimmune disorder, so I had trouble walking. I ended up losing my job. So a combination of both of those things happening at the same time. Hi, Tammy. Having both my career that I built to go away, and then to be sick, having trouble with just even walking, that really forced myself to look inside. I didn't want to look inside because it was too painful, but because everything was falling apart around me, I had a choice. I knew I could either go to another 9-to-5 and ignore what was going on inside and just continue to pretend, or really face myself and heal what needed to be healed. So I took the latter road, which was harder, to face what I needed to heal. And I took some time off, and during that time off, my ego was really urging me to find a 9-to-5, because it was really about performing, right? My whole life was all about performing. I'm Asian, and my culture, I'm Filipino, and in my culture it's all about working at a high level and performing at a very high level. So for me to take a break felt very not right to my ego, but my spirit said take a break. So I took probably 2 months off, and during that time I got this divinely guided idea to put my poetry on clothes. Now I am a poet at heart, but to my ego, it didn't make sense. How am I going to make money with t-shirts? But my spirit said yes. It felt so resonant to just do it. And so again, I lost everything, so I said, fuck it, okay, I'm gonna do it. So I put my poetry on clothes, all with the intent that I really wanted to help women honor who they were on the inside, from their inner beauty and their power. I just used my poetry for that mission. So my business was born, Dawning Soul, and it went well. I created, my shirts and sold them on Etsy online. I sold them around town, around Houston. I even got into Houston Fashion Week. But there was a part of me that still wanted to, really long to serve women in a deeper way. And so after, I can't remember exactly how long, but I continued with my shirts, but I also expanded my business to also offer branding and design, but really from a very soulful place. I really wanted to help women connect with the essence of who they were, and then build their calling, like from the ground up, from the inside out, from the ground up, because that's what I was essentially doing with myself. And so it didn't make sense again, but I did it anyway, and somehow it got me here. And I just wanted to share my story with you to let you know that I did not have a master plan. Like I said, I was a perfectionist and I was a control freak. And for me to just surrender to the greater process was just like insane. But because I had lost everything, literally from my health to my career, I really had no choice. Because I knew if I went to another 9-to-5 and ignored what my spirit was telling me, things would get a lot worse. So I'm naturally a very private person, just so you know. So I share my story to people because I know that it's meant to serve people. It's meant to, like, sharing my story has been healing for me, but I know that sharing my story is also for me to help inspire other people, maybe going through something similar. So that's my intention. I'm hoping that my story will encourage you to share your story, because everyone has a story, and encourage you to share on video, because again, like, the more you can let go of your personal fears of how people are going to perceive you, which I know is challenging, but the more that you allow yourself to be seen, the more you allow yourself to be heard, that is how you're going to make your impact. No one's asking you to be perfect, but your life was created for you to be seen, to be acknowledged, to be heard, and your story is special, and your story can only come through you. And the right people are meant to hear your story. The right people are meant to benefit from your triumphs, even if you're still going through stuff. But you sharing who you are and what you're actually going through and how you love to serve, I'm telling you, based on my personal experience, that's how you make an impact. So with what I do now with my fellow introverts is like with their branding and helping them own who they are and their presence and their style and their brand, just really owning who they are and serving in the world. Like, I could not have gotten to this place if I didn't acknowledge my story and all the hardships that I had to go through and still going through. But I know it's just a part of my journey, and the more I know, the more I own it, I know I'm serving. And so that's what I want to reflect back to you, is that the more you own your story and allow yourself to be seen, to be witnessed, to be heard, that is a part of your journey. It's a part of your healing. It's a part of other people's healing to witness you. So I hope that me coming on video today is going to encourage you to also share in video, because I created this Quiet Voice Big Impact community group as a safe space for you to practice being seen and to be heard, because I'm assuming you joined this group to really want to make an impact, right? So this is a safe space for you to do that. So I hope my story has encouraged you. I'm cheering you on. Everyone in our group is very loving and kind, and it's also cheering you on. So I just wanted to kick off this video challenge this week by sharing my story, to reintroduce myself and just share really what I have gone through and continue to go through in my journey, because it's not about being perfect. It's just about being real and just creating your own self-defined progress. Okay, so I hope this is helpful, and I promised myself that I would treat myself from the epic VIP retreat I did this past week. So I'm gonna actually a confession. So there's this place in Houston called the Chocolate Bar, and they have this ice cream called I think it's called Snowberry. Oh my god, like I crave this. I mean, like, oh my god, I can't even take it. It's like strawberry, but they take these chocolate dipped strawberries and then they cut it up really fine and put it and mix it into this ice cream. Oh my god, that's where I'm going now. It's like too good, I can't take it. So anyway, I'll check in with you later. Like I said, I want to share another video later about my personal reflections about my recent Quiet Voice Big Impact VIP retreat. Been taking a lot of time to reflect on what happened and just how some lessons I learned that I feel like could be helpful for you. But for now, I really want to encourage you to share in video, share your story. It's not about being perfect, it's just allowing yourself to be seen, because the more you do it, it's going to get easier. I promise. Okay, I'm sending you lots of love, and thank you for those of you that have joined me live, and I will connect with you soon. Bye.